You know, pregame?
We doing pregame? Oh.
I kind of like that there, Louie. Oh boy.
Thought it
Oh
would
boy.
be
I'm
funnier.
not fast enough.
It wasn't.
We are live.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Hi guys.
Welcome to the pregame show of Friday Night Fish Talk.
All right.
Billy and myself. Billy?
Good week out there.
Bella.
Been a real good week of fishing.
Absolutely has. The amount of redfish being brought in right now, scallops, a lot of snook still being caught,
Grouper,
grouper, a lot
Grouper,
of big old mangrove snapper.
big mangroves, and
It's been a
saw a
good week.
school of tarpon today.
Gotta love that.
That was
Gotta
pretty
love
cool. Lots of shark.
it. Big ones.
Yeah.
Big ones.
Your bird friend that's been meeting you on there. Bird,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And Mr. Funyun.
That's his name, Mr. Funyun?
That's one of my customers named him that.
I like it.
I did too.
What
Yeah.
kind of bird is it?
A little greckle.
A greckle.
Greckle.
Greckle. So,
Yeah, Mr. Funyun himself.
well, guys, this is the pre-game show of Friday Night Fish Talk. So this is kind of where we're just randomly talking about things and.
Ask any questions if you got them.
Yeah, if you have any
This is the
questions,
time
go
to-
ahead and ask them. It could be about fishing, it could be about what color underwear Billy's wearing, pink.
If any.
If any. Oh, too much. What is it for too much info?
TMI.
Yeah, too much info.
TMO?
Aye.
TMI. TMI. Too much info. So check out what I found at ABC Liquor.
The old party throwback to some party in the pouch right there,
Party in the pouch.
where the whole party got started.
Yeah, in a pouch.
Well, at least halfway started.
I mean, it's this stuff's cool. I don't know if it's all liquor.
Gasoline.
Or not all liquor, but there's no malt. So they sell them up at ABC Liquor in Crystal River.
It's
And
an actual liquor drink.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure throughout all the ABCs in Florida, from what I understood today. But it's actually a really good beverage, for people that like liquor drinks
Absolutely.
to drink on the boat because they come in these little pouch forms.
Yeah, just like a Capri Sun for adults.
Yeah, so that's the hardest part is making sure your kids don't get mixed up in them. Or if you want them to go to sleep early,
That is a
the
very
kids
quick
get
way to do it.
this one's sangria. It's made with rum. Super good. This one is a newer flavor. And this is actually the design that I created. So I used to work for this company.
That was how many years ago? It was every bit of
5, 6 years
yeah,
ago?
every
Yeah.
bit of 5 or 6 years.
So no, it's super awesome. I think it's a great product for the boat. It just works out perfect. Be able to throw these in your cooler and
Fun stuff.
go on to the party. It's like a can of beer, but liquor.
But not, yeah.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
So, and tonight we're talking about ICAST.
Beautiful ICAST.
Our experience at ICAST. It was a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of new products and talk to a bunch of products that's been on the market for a while and get some good information. And
Absolutely. It's always cool to see what's coming up in the future.
Yeah.
What 21 has to bring to us
yep.
for
So
the year.
yeah, and then 2022 really is what they.
That's what
that
they
was,
show, yeah.
That was the hard part. Is like you find a product, like man, that's so awesome. How do I
I'm
get it?
gonna want
Oh,
this.
it doesn't come out till March of 2022. But we'll talk about that later with Captain Zach, Captain Louie. But yeah, so does anybody have any questions? Who's that? Oh, Captain Jeff Page. Look at there.
What's up, dude?
Captain Jeff Page. My man. Saw him at ICAST representing every single company, all the big companies.
Yeah, I think that just comes all in one shirt nowadays.
Yeah, oh, yeah. No, seriously. He had like a bunch of
May
different
have to-
badges. He would flip them around his neck as he, was at
I was
the
about to say,
Daiwa
start having some
stand, and
sponsorships go down the side of the britches.
Then he was at Power Pole. And he's a legend. Billy wear underwear.
It depends on summer or winter.
Does it even depend on that?
Not really, I don't know.
No. Well, Mario, I think that's a no. So, does Bahio make clip-on? So if we're going to be talking about that in a little bit on the ICAST recap. So that was something that they started talking about at ICAST is some of the new products coming out. So as of right now, the sunglasses is it
Yeah.
now. So
That's what I still like about Bahio, though. They're still new to the market, and they are still building.
still building.
So, what you see is not always what you get. There's always something to look forward to in the future for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they're fresh out of the gate. And
Yeah, that's
they're
exactly it.
killing it. But yes, they are. Or no, right now they do not have anything for sale for clip-ons. But yes, it will be coming out soon, along with the what do they call it? Cheaters. Is that
I like
where the
that.
is that where the cheaters are? As the clip-ons? Yeah. So
Very nice.
they'll be coming out soon. Any other good questions out there?
I think they should rename that
No.
Sangria Purple Drink.
What?
I think they should rename the Sangria Purple Drink.
Purple
Drank.
Drank.
Drank with the A.
Yeah, the drink.
All right, guys, that's enough for the pregame show. Let's get started with the real show. We'll be back. No, she wasn't coming upstairs, buddy. Brody's awfully confused right now because she thought that, the end of the intro, Marina's running up the stairs, so he's staring out
He
there.
was double checking to make sure she was still coming up.
So, Brody, do you want to say hi? No?
Nah,
All right. So, all right, guys, welcome to Friday Night Fish Talk with Captain Billy and myself, Captain Gary. We've got Captain Zach and Captain Louie over at the ICAST review table. So that is what we're talking about tonight is, the review of ICAST. We're going to be talking about new products, old products.
What all was seen, what all is coming.
Yep, new
Absolutely.
brands, old brands, new product coming out from old brands. And oh, look, there's Miss Kathy Taylor Murphy. The beautiful Miss Kathy.
Right, all right.
So, that's definitely Rick's better half, by the way.
Yeah, I would agree to that.
But so that's what we're going to be talking about, is what we saw at ICAST. It was a lot of fun. Billy, unfortunately, you had to hold the fort down here. But
That's what it is. Somebody's got to do it.
But we had to come back and review everything with you because everyone knows you're the boss. So.
Yeah, so they say.
But now Louie, Zach, and I we had a great time. Captain Justin Diamond from Florida Bow Fishing Adventures joined us.
That's
and,
awesome.
He came back. I've never, sometimes those vendors will give away samples and whatnot. And Justin's like super quiet, right? He will never approach anyone.
Not at all.
But he came back and he had like a garbage bag full of like freebies. And I don't know, he's just a good conversationalist, I guess. But no, it was a super great event. It really was. What's that?
They feel bad for him.
Zach said they felt bad for him.
Sorry, Justin.
That's all right.
That's your best friend, Zach, saying that.
But so anyway, so that's what tonight's episode is going to be about. But before we get into that, we are going to go to the Extreme Decalz Catch of the Weeks. It was an awesome week of fishing here on the
Absolutely
Nature
was.
Coast. So we are going to see,
What you all catching?
we're going to see what you're catching. So
Wanna
let's
see your top fish?
check it out.
Scallops.
Yeah. Oh.
And with,
Oh. Coming back. Yeah, there we go.
very nice.
All right, so that is a nice text message I got from one of our guests. That was something I suggested to them how to prepare scallops. So
Awesome.
Jessica, flying through these photos. Is that Captain Louie? He looks a little different.
Yeah, kind of better looking actually.
Big old gag grouper. Shelby and Jacob from Ozello Fish Company, they're out there killing it. Looks like they're hooked up to an oyster bed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched
But
that
this
fight.
is cool, and I tell you what, they one-upped everyone else by making the scallop shuckers some shirts.
Love that.
Great idea. That is a marketing
Yeah,
genius
I
right
love
there.
that.
So this is Rick Largell. He was the winner of the game show night. He won the Florida Marine Tracks chip card.
Love to see the whole new Simrad system with a FMT chip.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Nice snook.
Very nice. Had those guys on my airboat actually.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Good deal. Okay, this is
Very
this is
nice. Good catch.
Captain Teddy, and I want to say, was this the trip that he ran with me? Yes.
I think it was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Captain Carlos and his.
Finally caught him a furry one.
Captain Carlos trying to get reception with Verizon.
Yeah, just trying to call her back.
Oh, look at that! It's me.
Isn't that so precious?
Oh yeah, we got a
Zach
a wedding
and his
coming up.
catch
It's
of the year.
catch of a
Of
lifetime.
10 years, I guess that'd be.
Catch of the lifetime. So, well, that was a good.
Good week of figs.
I think Louie is still crying over there from your comment. So we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to be reviewing ICAST, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Vagabond dreaming takes me through the night. Sipping whiskey by the river, living out of sight. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour toward the light. Standing low when the sun does come. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane. 100 miles an hour till I'm done.
What's happening, y'all?
What's up, everybody? We're here at ICAST. No, I'm just kidding. We're at Ozello Keys Marina.
Look,
Sounded
Zach,
good.
that's the building we walked all the way through to get to ICAST.
Yes,
Was
thank
that
you.
the
guys made it
West
through the
Tower?
whole-
or
That's the West Tower.
That's
we
the-
walked.
That's when you said, it's right across the street.
the other street. The hotel's right in the middle of the
If
two.
someone says if the hotel's right across the street, you would think you'd walk out the front door and walk right across the street.
It was right across the street.
Anyway,
Not out of
There was a
well, let's not
catwalk.
get into this again.
I'm going to open up another party in the pouch here.
Go ahead.
So,
I needed about 12 of those.
Can I get one of those?
you want one?
Yes, please.
Well, here, take this one.
All right, sure.
That's
thank
the
you.
last one. All right, guys.
Oh,
So
no,
we
go
are
ahead.
reviewing ICAST. So as you,
that was the
as we
last
said
one, sure.
earlier, Captain Zach, Captain Louie, joined myself and Brianna, and we walked and walked and walked and walked some more, and we ate at the Boston Lobster Feast before we did all that walking.
Yes,
So
definitely won't be doing that again.
no,
Never again.
still paying for it.
So I should be fairly happy to be on the airboat.
Yeah, big time. So you're sitting next to all three of us right now, so get ready.
Yeah. It was great, but our bodies are still hating us for it.
So there was a lot of new product out. There was a lot of new companies out. There was a lot of existing companies there. I'm gonna talk about my take, the outline of it, and then after that, I think we'll just go one by one and we'll do the outline of our experience at ICAST, and we'll
Yeah.
get into some product after that. I thought it was great for the new product that's out. For the stuff that hasn't even hit the market, I think it's a great experience. You walk through those booths and you see a name and a logo that you've never seen before. Those were the ones that I was targeting. There
Oh,
was,
yeah. What's new to the market? What's happening now?
Yeah.
Well, even the stuff that has been on the market for years, and then you get to see the new stuff that they're bringing out too,
Yeah.
which was pretty cool.
like those new Danko pliers.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, there was countless things there. Was pretty neat.
But I don't know. It was cool. There was that pressure washer wash down pump.
For sure.
Yes, they have a lot of work to do before they launch it. Have I told you about that? Yet, Billy?
No, I want one.
Yeah, it's a
Dude,
wash down
it's
pump
sweet.
that they have turned down to 600 psi. That's that line that will not hurt fabric or anything.
That is awesome.
Yeah, no, it
Max
was
pressure without damage.
it was sweet. There was a high retail price on it. It was $1,800 retail, which I think is a little steep.
But if it's still brand new to the market, you can only count on it dropping a few bucks over time.
Oh yeah, I mean
That'd be
they've
the
only
better
been in
part.
business. What did they say, 8 months?
Yeah, no, he said that they had different products. You could tell that their booth was split.
Yeah.
They had a side that was more cleaners and stuff like that, and then the side that everyone was stopping at, which was right there in the middle, was the pressure washer. But I think they're at a point where they're trying to bring a product out into the world at a very tough time.
Oh, sure.
And that's probably what's driving the price up. But honestly, on these big boats and all these little boats, $1,500, $1,800 for a pressure washer to be on your boat
That's pretty reasonable.
Well, what I liked about it is you can run it off of raw water,
Yeah.
so exactly like you would a wash down. But then you
Yeah.
pull up to the dock and you can string in a garden hose.
that was
That's
cool.
pretty slick.
Yeah, so
That's
you,
nice
you
having
do
the
your
options.
pre-cleaning out there, and then you do your rinse down when you get back to the dock. I think it's genius.
That's it. Blow off all the chunks while you're out there, and come back and
Stone crab boats,
I was about to say,
commercial boats.
oh, yeah.
Me pulling my pinfish traps every day, if I could pressure wash them once a week, they would catch 10 times what they do
Oh yeah.
without all that gunk on them.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it'd be a wise investment for you there, Louie.
Yeah, I
What
just
was
have
neat
to
about
convince
that,
somebody to be able to put it in there.
What was neat about that booth is they actually, had a demonstration
Yeah.
of the pressure washer going, because somebody could talk about that till they're blue in the face, and I'm going to be like, BS. That thing doesn't have enough power. I mean, they had it going right in that tank, and
That's
it was
pretty slick.
It was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
neat. Yeah.
No, it was cool. I see a future. A future. They're the only ones to make that product. I don't know why we haven't thought of that, Billy. I really don't.
Honestly.
And you can change all the attachments
tips.
out on
Yeah.
it, just like it's a pressure washer handle or full size just
Yeah.
downscale like this
Little
size.
pistol grip.
Yeah, exactly.
The only thing that they're working on that I'll wait until I order it is the scrunchy hose.
Yeah, I have
Oh, that's
to
nice
have
for the storage
Yeah.
side of
scrunchy
it.
hose. That
Yeah.
would,
Absolutely.
if I had 15 feet of hose on my boat all the time, I don't think I'd like it very
But
much.
something he talked about is, and it seems like it's a lot more install than
Oh,
than
yeah.
most people do, is
Yeah.
setting up individual
Spigots.
where you can just plug the
Yeah.
hose in. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I thought that was
Pretty
probably
cool.
the coolest product because it's the most relatable too. So
Right,
and then
something-
my favorite product
'Cause,
that
was
we
one of
saw
my-
there.
One of the questions I had is, what was all three of y'all's favorite thing that you guys found at ICAST?
Can I answer this one first? Please. My favorite product there was obviously Bahio. And here's the reason why. They had a great placement in the show. They had a great setup. They have an incredible team. But the amount of attention that they had, it was very rare to be able to walk by that booth and not have every single square foot
Oh yeah, they were packed.
they're packed.
100%.
People are
That's awesome.
intrigued by them, and they should be. I've said this from the get-go. It's one of the best customer services that I've ever experienced. You know, it's
Powerpole of the glasses
it's right up
industry.
there with Powerpole. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. So, and while we were there, the CEO of the company pulled me to the side to inform me that little old Ozello Keys Marina, you know, right in the middle of Ozello Trail in Crystal River, Florida, in Citrus County, is the #1 sales in the nation for Bahio sunglasses.
That's
I
awesome.
love to hear that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really not surprised because we're pushing it to people that are out here doing this every single day.
Yeah.
You know, and you're literally we're on the water every single day using them, and so you got people watching the show here and asking us about them and everything like that. And
And that's
it's
my
just-
favorite part of it is, like, you know, me being on the airboat. It literally sells itself. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I'll ask somebody, oh, how do you like your Costas or your Oakleys or whatever glasses you're wearing? They're like, oh, been a diehard fan for years. It's like, all right, I'm not going to disagree with that. Try these.
So I was real hesitant on telling you, Billy, but you know, he asked me some of the stuff that we were doing to push him so hard, and of course,
this
you were the
conversation.
first one brought up. You know, I said we have the best salesman you can imagine because every single tour he scopes out and sees who's wearing, different high-end fishing glasses, and he says, "Hey, try these." and then
all
you
it
walk
takes.
back, and it's like you literally are taking their hand, walking them into the store and
You
showing
said
them.
that exact same
Yeah.
thing.
So then he asked me, what was your phone number? They wanted to call you, but I was like, no, you're not taking Billy from me. So, and it was like today,
Nope,
two
just keep
people on my
shipping them to us.
scallop trip bought them just because I saw that they were wearing
You
another.
ever try these?
Yeah, I would say comparable brand, but there is no comparable brand.
not at all.
But like Zach's point is, why we're so successful at Ozello Keys Marina is because we relate to
Oh, 100%.
to our clients. We relate to our people.
Yeah.
We use these sunglasses.
People see how they affect our lives.
We wear them every day for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not looking. I mean, yeah, we're looking for them to look good on you, but I mean, when it boils down to you need them, and you're going to be using the best thing on the market in our business because we rely on our eyes and be able to see those fish. You know?
Absolutely. See what's coming up, what's around the turn.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know about you guys, but I always walk into a store wearing my sunglasses because
Over and over
they're
again.
not overwhelmingly dark.
Oh no, we
Yeah.
were sitting in here earlier
Yeah.
and you had them on and I was
Yeah.
like, what are you doing?
Yep. So
They're great sunglasses. I thought it was hilarious that we walked through the whole place, the whole room, 7,000 people, and Zach walks up to me. He goes, "Have you seen the Bahio desk yet?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I couldn't talk to anybody. Everyone was all."
yeah.
Yeah,
There was
we
100
went by
people
it
in
like
there.
4 or 5 times, just
Yeah.
waiting for it to slow down so we could, walk up there and check out,
Oh,
see if they
yeah.
had anything new.
It's hard to see the new product when you can't even get to it.
Did
Yeah.
you all notice? So they did their cocktail hour, after the show
Yeah.
floor was supposed to close, and there's another brand. We'll just say that we won't name any names that seemed like they were trying to outdo the cocktail hour, and they had a band or a live band.
Oh, yeah.
They were giving away. Bahio had like a little beer station and margarita station. This other one had a full bar and cooking T-bone steaks and lobster. I'm just kidding. But it was funny because I ended up walking away and bouncing back and forth, and it was, kind of.
Well,
There was a different attitude at the Bahio desk than
Yes.
there was at the other one.
Yeah.
We talked to every single person there, I feel like. Almost every single worker that was Bahio, and I had full-on conversations with those
Well, see,
two
that's what they're
dudes,
wanting.
and-
They're wanting full-on conversations
Yes.
over there. When they got a band playing, they just want white noise so you have to scream at each other, and
yeah.
they don't have to talk to you very
No,
much.
exactly.
Well, actually, that,
You know
that
what I'm
being
saying?
said,
Like-
that being said, that was one of the biggest differences that I noticed with ICAST, with companies pushing their product and companies pushing their ego.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who had the fancier display? No, it's about the product.
Well, it's like this,
I don't
you
care if you got a 2-story tree house in the middle of ICAST. I can care less about that, man. I'm looking for the glasses and somebody talk to me about them. Yeah, it
wanna
looks
see the-
sweet, man.
I want to see the cool boat with the magnets in it. I mean, that was awesome.
But, all right, so Louie, so besides Bahio, what was your favorite product?
I swear to you, there's a 2-story tree house there.
What was my favorite?
They're their
product?
silent contract.
We
I
talked
should take a picture of it. I
Oh,
wanted
yeah,
to put
the
it in my
gills.
backyard for
fins.
cookout.
Fins?
I think I walked around. We always tried to stay together, and by the time that one of us would see something that we liked, we'd stop there, and then the next group would go, and then we'd try to catch up with each other. And I found this Fins Braid company they're from Nashville. Really, really cool guys. Have a product. Have a product that's new, not new on the market, but I don't think it's extremely.
Look, we fish all the time,
out
and we
there.
haven't seen that stuff.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
know?
So it's got to be some kind of new.
It was a
Made
type
in
of
the
braid?
USA.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really cool guys right there in Nashville. They sent us product. Did it show up today?
Not
I
yet,
can't-
no.
No. They sent us stuff to test. These guys they stood behind their product for sure. They said that a lot of their workers were people who wanted something more out of the line industry, and that's how all those people came together. I mean, it was just a very family feel with that company. They brought us right in. We did a little bit of a video with them. Very nice guys. I feel like that's probably going to be some of the best line on the market just because they care about their product so much.
I gotta say, looking at the line, looking at him doing those knots and stuff like that with it, and then him just telling how it's made, and I'm not going to get way into it because I know we're going to be going over that on another show, but if it can cast great, I can tell you right now, I will be switching all of my equipment over to that.
Oh, because of how it feels.
Oh my gosh!
You know, this is what I really like
excited to
about
check this out.
companies like this that set up at ICAST is you can talk the talk, but then he said, "What's your address?" Because he wants us to walk the walk. So he wants what was it, like a 3,000 yard spool of each kind? He wants us to line up all the captain's reels
awesome.
here, and you know, so I thought that was pretty cool. He wants us to test it out. You know, he didn't want to make an order right there. He wants us to test it out.
Yeah,
so.
he's not pushing the product for a purchase. He's pushing it for us to do what we do.
Well, I mean, that product is going to prove itself.
Yeah.
He's, I mean, obviously, you know, promoting and everything like that, but man, he just gets it with the right captains and stuff like that, and they just, you know, start promoting it and pushing it. I mean, it's amazing stuff.
That's awesome.
But and then Sean, didn't we have a video that you wanted to play? So yeah, so let's play this Bahio video, and let's see some of the stuff that they're talking about, some of the new things that are coming out too.
Absolutely, I'm
Yeah,
excited.
we didn't even get to mention it yet.
Yeah.
I was talking to them earlier, and they said they're going to have purple lenses coming out.
Purple lenses.
And then they also said they're going to have 7 new pairs coming out in January.
Yep. They said they're going to drop one of them soon.
They didn't tell us which one it was, but
they explained to us, you know, like the background color of the lens, which was really cool.
and then they say the purple is even supposed to let more light in. So I'm interested to I haven't even tried the pink ones myself yet, but I'd like to definitely give those a shot.
Yeah, it was so cool putting on the pink, going from pink to what we have now, the amber
you've got
or blue.
I've got green, and then
Looking
those are the
in,
pinks.
you know, the difference is crazy. I mean, obviously, you know, this takes out a lot more light than this one does, but it's like looking through HD even better.
Pink ones are pretty sweet.
Yeah. Well, and then the purple frames or
Yeah.
purple lenses.
Yes,
I can't
Those
wait
are
to see
insane.
those.
they are.
Not wait to see what
Go
the
ahead,
purple
Louie.
I
lenses
couldn't
are about.
believe I put on. We were standing there with Randy, who's head of marketing, maybe. Either way.
Yeah.
CFO. He was a CFO,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Chief Financial Officer.
He was a CFO. Super nice guy. It was so funny. He was standing there by himself, and me and Zach would open the case like we knew what we were doing. And I picked up the same lenses that I have, and he said, "Have you tried these?" And he grabbed those pink lens Bales Beaches, and I put them on, and I was looking across like the whole room there, and there was a girl's face on some big, who knows, way far away. And I put on my regular pair, and it was really, you know, looked really good. But then you put on that other pair, and it was like bright.
Man, when I looked at them, and I've been hearing they're a lot lighter and all that, I'm like, man, I'm gonna hate these things, to be honest with you. And I tried them on, and they're pretty sweet. I think I'm gonna have to get a pair of pink ones. But before I do that, he said they've got a pair of purple lenses coming out, and I'd like to see what. I've never seen purple or pink lenses in any sunglasses.
Well, there was the one guy, the guy with all the tattoos that worked for Bahio that walked by, and he was wearing
The purple
the
ones.
purple ones.
Yeah, they
Really?
look pretty
They
sweet
looked
too.
really
man. They
cool.
look really cool.
Yeah. They looked really cool, so I'm excited to see those come out. But the pink ones,
I could
you
see
know,
you wearing purple.
It was like
You got the purple truck.
Right.
one of those guys was saying, you know, first thing in the morning when you're actually sight casting fish, you wear the pink ones. You know, last thing in the day, you know, when the sun's not blaring, you wear the pink ones.
He told us that story, and he also said the guide that used that switched over to where he wears the pink ones all day long now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he actually
I didn't
liked
hear
them
that
better
part.
than the green ones, I think is what
Well,
that
we
goes.
have one pink lens downstairs,
Yeah, there's one left.
and the last time we had just the one, I was this close, and I had mentioned it. They sold that night, and I still haven't got to take them out on the airboat.
I definitely want to try it.
Yeah.
I want to buy my own pair of pink lenses just to try. Cause
We should all just go in together, buy the one pair, and then we all
Try 'em
wear
all
it.
out.
Like, you get it 2 days, I get it 2 days, Billy gets it 2 days, and then just sell it back to the marina maybe. Yeah, this kind of rate.
There you go.
I don't know, something.
All right, so now let's talk about something that complements Bahios. and this is actually something that we went ahead and signed up with at the show.
I'm
Now,
mighty
all,
jealous of those things.
they're sweet. Oh, you got
man.
yours coming. Don't worry. Now, we all agreed that we weren't just going to sign a deal right there. We wanted to test the product and research it. But
Yeah.
this product you could test right in the booth.
Yes.
And these are called cables. This is the best.
I think I'm probably
Go
gonna
ahead.
take this off. What's so cool about them is I remember cables being
An actual cable.
like
Yeah, they could adjust.
cables, right?
They
Straight.
stick off the back of your head.
Straight out.
Yeah,
awesome.
same thing I'm wearing.
And they still have those.
Just not a cable.
Yeah, see, it's already all
Exactly.
tangled up.
Yeah.
And they
It
still have
happens.
those. But I just feel like I think he called these bendies.
Does
Does that sound right?
Shoot, I forgot the name. Was it Bendy's? Yeah, Bendy's.
Yeah, bendies. So there's like two sizes. I have the long size. Gary has the small size. I was kind of worried. I don't like anything in my hair.
Yeah.
Not that I have a lot of it, but
Well, I can tell
yeah.
you,
Yeah,
it
Zach-
doesn't. I mean, right here, just look at that. Comes right out, nice and easy.
Not
Doesn't get
sticking
caught
to
up
your
on
hair.
the hair on my neck. It's not going to get caught up in Billy's back hair. You know.
Yes.
It doesn't get caught up in my ponytail. So I
Exactly.
I gotcha, buddy. So.
Oh my god.
And then it's show them, because I wear a visor and I keep my glasses on day, and if I pull my glasses up, they go right up on the top of my head, whether
Yeah.
I've got a visor or not. But you guys, you can
the
literally.
cool part was I could put them on even with my hat on.
See, that's
Yeah.
the part I'm
And I like to
jealous of,
sit my
because
sunglasses on top of my hat all the time.
Billy, what is the reason that I do not wear these?
Well, it's because you have to literally undress your head to be
Yeah.
able to.
To put them on.
Yeah.
All right,
Take
so
them
I've
on
got the
off.
short ones,
Yeah, he got
right?
the small ones.
This is what sold me on them.
Yeah. Stretch right over.
Yep.
Stretch
I'm
right
mighty
over.
jealous of that.
On the face, you can go back on the hat, and then go all the way down.
Yeah.
These things are brilliant.
Yeah, but specifically for ladies watching and then guys that have got long hair, it literally does not get wrapped up in your hair.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
That's
It's-
the biggest thing for me. I hate that. Something
Yep.
pulls on your hair, especially back of your head.
Yep.
And family-owned company, husband and wife.
Well, no, that is his ex-wife.
Yes.
And they said
That's
they have
what
a
my
great
aunt was for.
great relationship. They work
Yes.
well together, so I thought that was super cool. So
It was
if
cool.
you can work well with your ex-husband or ex-wife,
sure.
you know it's a good company.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they were they were very nice, and I mean we met
Pride's
him
in
the
the
night
business,
before.
not the
So
Guy was a cool guy.
yes,
You know, I mean,
Was it Ron?
Ron Williams.
Ron Williams,
I
yeah.
think Williams. Very nice guy. And it's cool to be able to push a product that somebody.
So,
Go ahead.
no, I agree. That
Yeah.
somebody that cool. That's,
Exactly. Somebody
big
that
deal,
found
you know?
us,
Yeah.
recognized us, and then
well, I mean, heck, I was just saying this. You got all those people that fish there all the time.
oh yeah.
I swear I didn't see another pair of kunais walking around that whole place.
Yeah, you're right.
There was a lot of.
I mean, we're out there every day.
There's a lot
you know?
of anglers there. A lot of anglers. I think Rick Murphy was the only one that actually had.
100%.
Man, I gotta say, I've never said this about a man in my life, but he looks so damn cute in that suit. I mean, it was like, oh, I didn't go and say anything. Man, he's busy.
try those
I'm not gonna go out of my way and see him, but I saw him from a distance.
They're literally watching.
And I mean, I'm like, oh, look at him over there. You know what I mean? So,
Miss Kathy says, speaking of Rick, Miss Kathy says Rick and all the Murphys love the pink Bajios.
yeah, his son had some on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot wait to get my own pair for
I
that.
had a good time
cool.
talking to his son and or his two sons.
Yeah.
They're just crazy how down to earth that whole family
Oh man,
is.
my favorite thing is them just picking back and forth on each
Oh,
other.
my
It reminded me of me and my brothers. You know?
Yeah.
All the
they're
time.
fun. They're
Yeah.
a blast.
Yeah.
That's
Two
cool.
different, the two different like attitudes and two different
sure.
personalities, but they're fun. That was my favorite part. Like obviously you can't really get Rick's attention at ICAST.
Yeah.
Poor guy's busy as can be.
But he still took the time, came and said hey, and then all of a sudden like a flock of people. You see people like Bill Dance there.
Yeah.
We saw Guy Harvey. Guy Harvey was there.
Jimmy
That's
Houston.
awesome.
Jimmy Houston, yeah.
Y'all had
Oh,
to point
Martin.
everybody out for me.
Justin,
I know.
Justin
Like,
Diamond.
Zach could have literally been talking to Guy Harvey and he'd had no idea.
No idea who
Zach
it was.
walked up to Bill Dance and asked him if he had a dip he could borrow. You kidding me? No, but
I'll
then you
return
have
it, I swear.
and then you have Rick Murphy, and you could just tell everybody respects that guy
Oh,
and
yeah.
all of them. So that was cool. But my point by the story is even though Rick was busy talking to all these different booths and everything, they still you got Colin and Ridge and then Miss Kathy and that whole crew that you can sit there and talk to. And that's my favorite part. I love those guys.
Did you see on Instagram him pulling the raffle out for the boat?
No.
So Louie on the way home, he's like, man, we might be driving back down here. I put a raffle in. And so that night, or the next day, I'm looking at the video, and Rick's up there, and he goes, oh man,
352.
Anybody got
area
352? I'm like, oh my God, Louie won it. Because I didn't think a lot of people from Christopher River went there, but there was quite a few.
Yeah.
And I'm
well,
like,
that thing actually was from the whole year.
oh, okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
for the whole year.
I still think and I played it back in my head about 100 times. I feel like if Rick would have pulled my name out of the hat,
He would have stuck it back in the hat.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking. For you guys.
Trying to sell it to
I'd
you.
imagine, yes. He was definitely trying to sell it, trying to get something out of it. But,
All right, well, real quick, after talking about cables, let's play a quick video of some stuff we shot.
Fishermen have a tendency to put their glasses on their hats when they're riding around.
Yep.
Is you can actually just leave it where it sits, and you can pull it out over your brim and go right under that and
that's
stays
awesome.
on.
Yeah.
You want to put them back on your hat, you pull it back out, and that's right
awesome.
there. Real simple trick, real neat, very functional, a lot of fun. We've had a great time at ICAST.
See how it goes.
You'll flip them on and put your tail up over that, and you got it golden.
Oh yeah, you don't even know they're there.
Booyah!
You don't even know they're there.
Screaming it, baby.
Heck yeah, man. Great. I know. Wish I had one now.
So those are cables. So those will be available at Ozello Keys Marina. I'd imagine probably Monday or Tuesday they'll get here.
Awesome.
So we've got a nice little display for
Mighty
them.
excited for
Really
that.
do recommend. And you guys know us. We do not carry anything at Ozello Keys Marina that
We're
we do
not
not.
using it.
Yeah, if we're not passionate about it, if we're not
That's it.
using it, if we don't believe in it, we
I
don't have enough
never
space
wore-
here. So.
I never, ever wore a pair of these. I hate.
Oh yeah, I'm the
this.
same way. They're
But
so
these are so
comfortable.
comfy.
Yeah, so I'm excited to have those downstairs. I think
I'm
that's
excited to
gonna be
get my pair.
So let's talk apparel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Louie. So we went over to a few of the different booths.
Yep.
We're looking for something that we can implement here at the marina, but it's got to relate to the marina. It's got to
course.
relate to us. So
Something
That's
that
it.
also isn't super put out in our area.
yeah,
You
And
want the least popular, most durable,
exactly.
comfortable. I mean, that's kind of what we're looking for.
well, a lot of
is your-
people when they choose apparel to have in their store, they choose the name.
Absolutely.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what we were looking for is the product. So Louie, why don't you talk about one of the products that really stuck out in our mind? That's something we're looking into.
Yeah, so obviously we came into ICAST looking for that. We looked for an apparel that, was not a massive name that we could really be able to work, hand in hand with. We walked by the Frog Togs booth probably 5 or 6 times. Every time we walked by, there was, pretty busy, and we kind of, let it go. Then finally Jeff Page came up to us, and he was like, "You guys need to go check out
Mr.
Frog Togs."
Page.
So we made our way over there. We talked to probably who was just I couldn't tell if he was a sales or some kind of associate, and we started talking about Friday Night Fish Talk and how we wanted to push something out of the marina and how we could be the face of Frog Talks in Citrus County. Immediately his
Light bulb. Yeah.
boom.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, hold on. Was looking around. And he's like, you need to talk to my head of marketing. And so we made our way over there. Obviously, he was talking to somebody else. He got up, started talking to us. We were there for 10, 15 minutes. He walked us around the whole booth, showed us all the new stuff that's coming out, the stuff that we're going to be able to push on the show, the stuff that we're going to be able to try as guides, on the daily. And it just was really nice to have a company that, in our area is not pushed as much as I think it should be.
Yeah.
And that's something that we were looking for and that we'll be able to implement here at the marina.
Yep.
So,
Well, Frog Togs, I don't know if you guys remember how they originally came out. It was that fully 100% recyclable raincoat. It was a
Right.
great raincoat, but it was
Yeah.
very uncomfortable. It was very hot, and it was
Extremely hot.
Kinda crunchy.
Crunchy,
Yeah.
very
Wow.
crunchy. So they showed us that new raincoat that they have.
That new.
That's still recyclable, made out of recyclable materials, and
That's pretty sick.
golly,
Yes.
it was nice.
It's crazy
And they
they've
look
come
really
such
good.
a long
Yeah.
way. They've got jackets, they've got pants, they've got waders, they have shoes.
We got bibs.
Yeah. So I've already
Bibs.
ordered. You know, we're still talking to them. We're still we're waiting on some samples and some stuff, and we're letting them get done with ICAST. It's big for all these companies. So, but I've already went ahead and ordered through retail a pair of those Frog Talk sneakers.
Yeah.
I hate sandals.
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
not
no.
wear open-toed shoes.
Nope.
I mean,
With
one.
that big toe,
I was
don't
gonna
know
say
if I
one. My
would
big
either.
toe is the size of this sangria. So
He's got two of them.
yeah.
You can hear Bree laughing in the background.
But two, they're not, to me, sandals aren't really meant for fishing.
No.
No.
So I like sneakers. That's what I like, but they stink.
Yeah.
You salt water and
Exactly. That's the cool part about
That
those.
big
You,
toe again.
yeah.
you can spray them out
Yep.
every day if you
They were,
wanted to.
they were comfortable, they were breathable, and they look good too.
Yep.
So I'm excited about those, and hopefully we'll carry those here at the
He
store.
said
but-
something.
Like the sound of
What did he say? He said you could take them, wash them out, put them in your bucket of soap at the end of the day, then put them on your rod holder.
Yeah.
Then when you come
Oh
down there, in
man,
the
that's a
morning.
great idea.
It's not a bad idea. Every
Just
morning
dip
she's
them in
ready
some
to
of that
go.
diluted
Listen.
bleach.
Yeah.
A lot of
that's
us
not a bad
wear
idea.
Crocs because
Don't put that thing up on the
No,
table.
no, I'm
You
not
say
going
a
to
lot
table.
of us-
A lot of us wear Crocs here. No, there's a lot. Start noticing a lot of guys wear Crocs, but mine are so worn down.
There's not
Yeah.
much soul
There's
left to
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Tell
So,
us how. Tell us. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why you should not wear Crocs that are worn down like this on a boat.
Bust your
And
ass.
I
He's running
wish,
slicks.
I wish there was a video of it.
Oh, man.
But
I do too.
busted my butt and
How
I
did all of this go
slid
in the
off
water?
of my boat the other day, backing out of the canal. Backing out of the canal, went to step down to kick off of another boat,
Mm-hmm.
and my whole body came out from underneath of me, ended up in the canal.
I would have paid money to see
Oh
that.
my gosh. If we had that on surveillance, oh god.
Yeah.
That'd be
Casey has a
epic.
video of me.
That'd be
having
the
to go
starter
in.
of
Oh, I
Friday
saw
Night
it.
Fish Talk.
But so a good pair of shoes are important to have on a boat. So hopefully we'll have those here for you soon. And then we saw a bunch of other things. I mean, AFCO, we checked them out.
Yes.
AFCO is a great product. Love them. I think they're awesome. A lot of different stores in our area carries AFCO.
Oh, yes.
So
They
we
have
kinda-
their reasons for it, I get
yeah.
it.
So we're kind of looking for our own special brand, and I think there's one that we're gonna go with. So we've already started talking to this company.
I was gonna say, going through that catalog, I was already getting pretty excited
Yeah.
about being able
So,
to customize
but
some
we're
clothing.
not going to name any names yet because we want to do a really cool launch with this.
For sure.
So I say later on we get. I'll think of something, or Bree will. But
Did you see Toadfish came out with some new reels as well?
oh yeah, the toadfish
Toadfish
reels. Yeah, they're
reel.
cool.
Toadfish reels,
Yeah, oh,
yeah.
snap.
Yeah.
They're pretty sweet, man. Yeah, completely sealed.
Wow.
Yeah, they've
They
had a
look
couple on
good.
display.
They look
they
good. They
match the
feel
rod?
good. They're stiffer.
They are.
I don't like a reel that you just do that to.
Yeah.
I like really have control.
Oh, I
of.
want to be able to feel it.
I
Yeah.
feel like just with that more, I don't like to say rigid, but that more, I don't know,
It has
tight,
back pressure
I
to
guess
it,
Yes.
you would say. It just feels like it would last longer than some other competitors out there.
for sure.
It was a little bit heavier, but I asked him. He said we made the reel to last. He's like we made it a little bit beefier and everything like that. So I mean, I'm definitely going to give him a
I was
shot
gonna
when
say,
they
if
come
they're
out.
gonna hit you with, we made a reel to last, I'll deal with the extra weight.
Oh yeah,
And like,
Oh,
if
yeah.
I'm not buying this again next year, then yeah, I'm willing to deal with
Yeah.
whatever ounces you have added to it.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some very expensive reels, Van Stahl reels, and those you go to spin them,
Yeah, it's
you
just
can't
like-
you can't flip it.
Yeah.
Okay, you actually have to use your muscle to
hand
move
crank.
it, and that's a lifetime warranty reel. I'm not saying that's going to be anything. Hopefully it is, but I don't think it's going to be comparable to Toadfish. Obviously, it's a very expensive reel, but
don't think so.
it just reminded me of those, just with how.
Yeah, because I
Stiffer it
kept
is.
watching a bunch of those, guides that were walking up to the Toadfish booth and then picking it up and going, "Oh, this is nothing."
Yeah.
And they walked away like, whatever. But
Well, they can't spin their buzz baits and
I've always been impressed with Toadfish. I think they've done a
Baits.
great job with marketing, great job of backing up their brand. They ran through some we'll call them oyster beds,
Yep.
early on,
Hiccups.
but they fixed them. and I think it's a great product. So I'm looking forward to that reel. So we are going to order those reels.
Oh,
Say,
sweet,
Yeah.
cool.
I've been very happy with the 2 rods that I've had from them. So if they're going to produce a reel, I'd be
Yeah.
happy
What
to
was the
make a
price
combo
point
out
on
of it.
those?
139.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
That was the reel?
That was really, yeah.
Okay.
And they're doing combos too. They're selling them as combos.
Oh, very
So
nice.
four
That's
of
awesome.
those, so.
That'll sell really good
Oh,
down
yeah,
here.
for sure.
Make life a lot easier.
As long as
for
it's,
many
you know, the
purchasers.
big thing is there's never a higher end or midway combo put together.
Yeah,
You know,
you're
it's
right.
always
$35
either,
or
yes, either $35 or $900.
Yep.
I feel it.
Well, I tell you what. So guys, stay tuned for the apparel that we are bringing in. But we are doing apparel here at the marina.
Yeah.
So we've got some ideas. You're
super
probably
excited
asking
about
yourself on how we're going to fit it in here, but you've seen what we've done with this
figure it
place
out.
so far.
Yes.
We'll figure it out. And we got some cool ideas. But that being
gonna
said, let's
blow
go
some
to
walls.
one of our partners, Bush Home Services commercial, and then we'll be back to talk more ICAST.
There's none left.
I've got a whole case right here.
Oh, Darnell told me there was none left.
He said there was no more left, but there's a box.
All right, so now we're back at the ICAST tackle table review. So I guess we'll go ahead and call this the Bush Home Services
Tackle Table Talk.
Tackle Table Talk. There it is, Tackle Table Talk presented by
Bada bing.
Bush Home Services.
Look at that. We finally got that together, huh? Thanks, Sean.
Did you have to bring that up?
Watch it.
Guys, I don't know if you guys ever been to Bush Home Services, but real quick, go stop at their store because I promise you, it's a whole lot more than what you're thinking.
Yeah,
If they
and-
started out as pest control,
I was gonna
and
say, most of the time when you bring up Bush, everybody thinks of pest control.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more than that these days.
so
Think
much
of
more.
beer.
Yeah, they have come to making full-blown kitchens outside. I mean, pavers, whatever you can think of outside.
Pavers is huge.
Make
It's
it
just
happen.
Well, they're
crazy.
coming here
Oh,
to
yeah.
redo our
The whole fence line.
Yeah, the whole
Yep.
fence line
Really?
after scallops. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're doing the whole shebang. So Bush Home Services, they came out. We literally call them, and I called the home office. I didn't call in a connection or a favor or anything. I wanted to see what it was about. When you call it in, that was the first job we ordered from them. They support our show. Obviously, we want to support them.
Absolutely.
But their customer service was off the chain right from the start.
It's always fun calling just as anybody else would,
Yeah,
just to see what they treat you like, anything of that nature.
So they showed up that day, did the estimate, sent the estimate over the next day, and had the deal ready. So but Big Green Egg, they sell all kinds of barbecue stuff. So go check them out. They're in Homosassa. You're really gonna like them. So something that we also talked about, and I think Sean, we should probably play the video first, and then come back and talk about this product, so that way people get a visual of what we're talking about.
I just
Yeah,
realized.
'cause I have-
I really like this part of it where it says
got a magnet on
drop
top?
zone. So you can, boom, right there under your tower. Drop that thing right there.
What this would be sweet for?
What's that?
Our mud boats.
It would be very perfect for the mud boat. Can't crush it. And that thing sits right on top of it. Your jig heads, put a bunch of jig heads right there.
Yes, that'd
Oh,
be
man.
absolutely amazing.
I think I'm gonna have to get one of these.
Dude,
3 boxes.
Then it's got the straps on the back.
Yep. It's like a
You could
backpack.
probably strap it right to, because I've got that little pulling platform on the back of mine. Keep it up out of the way.
For sure. You can shove your boga in there.
Yep.
Man, this thing is awesome.
Put your
That bag specifically is where you can put your line in there, and it's got a little hole coming out the side, so you can just pull your line right out of the
For a
boat bag.
leader side.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that
Hey,
would be
pitch
cool.
it.
We're back on the air. Cause that's a good idea. Zach.
Pitch it.
Well, the cool part about that bag was that the front opened up this way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and it didn't
nothing
go
could
all the
fall
way
out.
down.
So that it wouldn't fall down. So you can keep your line in that thing.
Yeah.
They,
Oh, yeah.
They thought just about everything.
I really
have
love the whole
never-
magnet aspect on top. That's
my
nice
God,
just to
I've never
toss your
seen
pliers
anything
right over
like
top
that.
your shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Even on the
there.
mud boat, man,
Oh my god.
take those jig heads, because I mean there will be jig heads on the
yeah.
bench seats everywhere. You
Have
take
them
them, put them
everywhere.
right there, and they're just stuck. You can take off. They're not flying anywhere.
Yeah, don't have to worry about getting
Sweet-
people hooked.
sweet.
I don't
box.
like wearing pliers on my belt. I don't know why. You know, they come out in the scrunch cord, they're dangling around, hitting
Louie's
you.
favorite thing.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. So to have that tackle bag, because I can picture it in my head now, I always have my tackle bag wide open, and I always throw the pliers on top.
Well,
and
you
then
know
they,
Time.
they fall down the groove or whatever, and I'm looking and I say, where
As
the
soon
hell
as
are
we
my
hook a
pliers?
fish, where's the pliers?
wait for
I don't know, Gary.
Let's hear it, Zach. Come on.
You don't catch enough fish to wear them on your side, Gary. That's why they're in the back of the boat on the tackle bag.
Oh, man.
Exactly what's going on.
out all the
Maybe,
time.
maybe because I don't need pliers to unhook a fish.
I don't
Gotta catch them and unhook them.
ever use my pliers to
Brutal.
get it out.
Anyway. Who got a hooker in their hand last week?
So, Freybill, Polino, that is another contract that we went ahead and signed.
Nice.
So we are going to be carrying that stuff there.
Perfect.
Nets too.
Yeah, they got awesome nets. Oh, sweet
I saw
nets.
those, man. Those things are nice.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the Freybill buckets. That's like the world famous bait bucket. So
Oh yeah.
And
mean,
I
a solid
actually
50% of
need
the
to go ahead and
customers
order them now. So
the one you
I'm,
lost to Justin's.
yeah, well, I need two because I lost Justin's borrowing his, and I need one of my own for the mud boat.
So you quit asking Justin.
Yeah,
Well,
he
we,
was
Whoops.
pissed.
we got the brochure right here. So
Perfect.
Make sure you get a big one.
I am. I want to get the double one.
what else did we? So we Gamagasu. So we stopped by their stand. They're always really impressive. They got some new tackle out now too. So a lot of people know them for their hooks, but they got a lot of new stuff that are coming out. So
They had a really cool display there.
they had a great display.
Yeah.
You know, we also stopped by the fish bites,
Oh yeah.
and
I was just looking at that. They have a
Right.
lot of stuff coming out with that.
well, I
wait till
didn't
you hear
know
about
they
this.
had
Oh, yeah.
all the different stuff in here. You know, I mean, it's
You're gonna talk about the.
Chum pucks?
Yes.
No, go ahead.
What is a what?
Okay,
Oh.
so they take all the scraps from all the extra, like they make the strips with the
Yeah.
liner in the middle, so you can put
your
it on the hook.
cutoffs,
So all that
basically.
stuff that's left over at the end, plus a bunch more, they make into these chum pucks. So I looked at it and I was like,
A chum.
I looked at the dude and I was like, so what are you doing? What is this?
what do you do with this? Looks like a
throw-
hamburger patty.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I took it. I was like, "So what do you do? Take this, throw it over the side?" He was like, "No, you put it in a bag just like you would regular chum." And to me, I looked at it and I was like, "I don't have no idea what to do with this." He said, "Put it in a bag. You can put some what do you say? Fish?
Menhaden oil.
Yeah, some menhaden oil in it." He said you don't really need to, but the best part about it is
that what it
it
is?
works exactly the same as that stank
Right there.
Yeah, right
chum.
here.
Yeah.
Comes in a 3-pack or 4-pack.
Put it
Yeah.
up to the camera.
But it doesn't stink your whole
I don't
boat
think
up.
you're gonna be able to see that small from here, but you can see right there. It looks literally just like a little
Krabby Patty.
rainbow.
No, it looks like a
Hamburger patty.
A
Oh, one of those little biscuits.
yes, no, hold on.
A Red Lobster biscuit?
No.
No.
I'd go
A
for
Rice
Red Lobster
Krispie,
biscuit.
not a Rice Krispie, a
It's like a rice biscuit thing.
Yo,
Rice cake.
rice cake.
Yes.
Rice
Yes.
cake. Thank you, Sean.
Thank you.
Well, he mentioned something, so I went ahead and ordered a case of those today, this morning, and I ordered
cool.
every single one of their new colors of the
Yeah.
fighting shrimp.
Check out all this, Billy.
They have those big old giant grub tails now for grouper
Really?
fishing. Well,
Look at
I saw it as for grouper fishing. I
there
think
you
it's
go.
gonna be
They
sweet.
have
for
come
sure.
out with some
You
stuff.
get them going. You
Oh yeah, but the
pretty sweet.
rice cakes. Check this out, pinfish traps.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure that would work great.
Didn't even think about that.
Yeah. You know how much bait you won't have to put in there?
And they
Holy
last so
smokes.
long. He said they last all day.
That
Yeah.
it's not gonna stink your cooler up.
Yeah.
All the darn thread
Yeah.
fin
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to empty out your bait trap and you usually end up with 50% bone and rot.
Well, the worst part about it is
That's
you
pretty
take a
slick.
bag of mullet or a bag of threadfin out there, and you take the threadfin and you put it in the trap. You're still left with blood and a box.
Yum
of,
yums.
All over the deck of your boat.
Yeah. So that would be,
That's pretty sweet.
like we like to say, a game changer.
And yeah, game changer. And again, I love the guys
Tried
the
and
guys
true.
and the girls over there at Fish Bites. I think they are awesome people, and that's a product that we stand behind and that we relate to. So, I mean, we've stopped carrying gulps.
I mean, that's
you know.
been my favorite part about the whole fish bites thing. We all remember it as kids.
Yep.
You know, it was for what it started out with, just being little strips. Not a whole lot of folks used it for our area. And then having Captain Rick and Jeff Page coming up here, and they start reintroducing it to us, and it's like, holy smokes, they have come so far.
Yeah.
And the products that they're making work great here.
The cool part was we got to talk to them about how the idea came about of fish bites and the strips and whatnot. And they're from Jacksonville, so they're, flounder is huge for them. So that's where the strips started. That's what we all saw as kids on the piers or wherever.
That's it. That's what I remember is those strips.
Yeah, those strips.
Somebody
and now
tipping
they're
a
coming out
bucktail with it or-
everything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
so-
just cool to see where everything started, to be able to talk to the people that started the stuff that you've had in your tackle box since you were 10.
Yep, I agree. Hey, Sean, did you want to play that video of the fins braid? I don't know if we played that earlier or not. We were talking about it a little bit, but I don't know if we actually played the video. It's got no volume.
That's because we can talk over it.
Yeah, we could talk over it if you want.
This is the braid that you guys were
Yes.
speaking
Yes.
of.
Yeah.
Okay.
That stuff is sweet.
This
Check
was
stuff out.
Dave. What was his name?
I don't know. He's got nice sunglasses there. Dave. I bet you it's Dave Birch.
This right here, what he's about
That
to
stuff
do,
looks so thin.
was the what really sold me on it.
He does a double overhand knot, pulls it tight, and he was giving it to you, or I think it was to you, to show that it was an actual,
knot.
It doesn't.
And then he
And
just,
then look, he pulls it.
it just
I hope
comes
the
right
camera
out.
focuses on it.
boom, it's gone.
Look at that.
Gone.
And it still holds no memory.
Wow.
And the crazy part about it, Billy, you know how if you were to do that with Power Pro or Suffix or
It'll be all
any
chafed
oth-
up.
it's all
Oh,
it looks
yeah.
like crap.
I was
Gary
gonna say,
grabbed
even
the
if
line.
you get the knot undone, you
Yeah.
still want to cut it out of there.
And,
start
and it would
over.
have like this wax all over it. This stuff didn't have any wax on it. I love.
Ooh.
Gary pulled up to the to the thing, and we're all talking and having a good time, just chatting back and forth about the show. And Gary's got this line, and he's like playing with
Chewing
it.
on
and I'm like,
it,
and,
and
I'm like,
Now I see what the hype was about on that.
Yeah.
Now I
Well,
see why you guys
and
are
the
so
braid he
interested
was
in it.
telling us is woven a whole lot tighter
Yeah.
than other braids, and then also it's got a core in it
yes,
with
some of them.
some of them.
So there
They
was
have a
like
bunch of different
10,
types.
Yeah, it was like 8 or 10 different types. They had
That
that
is
wind
awesome.
tamer, the 40G, the 40 grain, which that was an 8 carrier, 8 strand, however you want to say it. I still think that wind tamer is going to be really cool.
I think
for
that's
all
going to
of
be
us.
awesome.
Yeah,
And the pink line,
that pink line was very
I'm
cool.
really excited to try that.
That and it's round braid.
Yes.
Yeah.
You
not a
roll
flat braid.
exactly.
Exactly. Yes,
It's not
flat.
going to dig into itself, or
Yeah.
you know how everybody that uses braid knows.
As nice as braid is, it's the worst stuff
The
to deal
funniest part was he looked at me and I said, I like to use 65 to 80 pound braid for my grouper stuff. And he said, our stuff breaks 20% higher than it should. And I was like, that's great, but I want the diameter for tying the knot. Like it's even better that your stuff breaks 20 pounds higher than it should.
Right.
But I still need the whatever. And he was like, all right, I wanted to give you the 65 so that you could prove to yourself that you can do it. And we probably will. I think he said something like, I'm gonna put some 65 in there.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah, no, he was sending 65.
yeah.
So
What are we waiting on?
Anna would like us to let any. Oh, okay, all right, I got it, Bree. We're good.
Well, I was
All right,
confusing.
so Bree
I can't
wants
hear
us to
anything,
know,
so-
or wants us to let all the haters know that just because you're watching and commenting so much, we thank you because that is helping our ratings. So thank you guys very much.
Oh man, I wish we could see the comments.
What are they saying about us?
It's all right. It is. All right, so
Nothing they don't
All right.
say to your
Nice
face.
person.
anything else about ICAST? Anything that
Can't wait
sticks
for
out in
next
your
year.
guys'
Thought
head?
it was just such a cool experience.
It was cool.
Well, Justin and I split off and tried working the ICAST as a grid. Okay, going down every item. All right. When I left, I'm like, man, I think I could only do this for a day. And then when I get back, there's all these booths that I'm seeing advertised on there that I never saw. So it's
said the same
definitely a
2
two-day
days.
thing,
Definitely 2 days.
100%.
Yeah.
Because I could have swore we hit every booth. I mean, we zigzagged that whole thing and then there's still stuff I missed. It was
was
awesome.
definitely
For
too-
my first
I-
time ever going, it was really cool.
I just felt like we left, and then I had so many questions that I wanted to ask, and that I thought of on the way home, that just needed an hour to think of, that I could have gone back the next day and talked.
Yeah,
about
see, that's how
Just
I'm
need
definitely
that
going to
second
do
day
it.
Yeah, next year
question
for
now.
sure.
Maybe we'll do a Friday night fish talk booth next year.
Boom.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
We're here at ICAST.
That would be pretty
Reporting
cool.
live. All right, cool. So actually, one of my favorite parts about ICAST is when Justin's phone died,
Oh
and
my
we
gosh.
thought we lost him,
Yeah.
and then we found him. You know, he found us, and again, he has a Santa Claus-sized bag full of free goodies. Every time we saw him again, it kept getting bigger. But then we start walking around as a group, and we're talking about leaving, and then Justin's gone again. And now we're gonna have to get on the intercom. Like, we got to figure out where this kid. Hour later, he comes back, and at this point, he needed a shopping cart for all the free stuff he's gotten. But
Way to
you
do it,
could
Justin.
tell it's sunshine a half a mile away because it's smile ear to ear.
He even said to Louie, "Hey, if you give me that book bag, I'll carry it." And about an hour later, he's like, "Damn." He's like, "I really wish I wasn't carrying this book bag. This thing's heavy from all the stuff he had in it, man."
So, all right. Well, I tell you what, that was an awesome experience. It was super cool getting to hang out with you guys there. So,
I'll definitely do it.
so
every
that
year.
was
Oh, yeah,
ICAST.
100%.
If you've never been and if you're able to go, we definitely recommend it. Don't go there looking to buy anything. Go there looking to learn
Yep.
about stuff. So, all right, Zach, let's go to the Ayinde Matthews State Farm Fishing Report.
Okay.
All right. It's been a hell of a week for fishing.
Yeah. I have done a lot of scalloping.
Yeah.
A whole lot of scalloping. I had a fishing trip yesterday, and we absolutely crushed the redfish. Every outside point we went to, we did everything from drifting. Actually, the current was running so hard, it was really hard for me to drift pinfish. So I actually took my pinfish, put it on a 1/4 ounce jig, looked where those mullet were jumping, bomb it out there, let it sit on the bottom, and we were getting them like that. We actually caught 5 redfish in a row off the same pinfish. Threw it out live, brought him and he was crushed. And then the last one we caught him on, I mean, it looked like a ribbon of a pinfish on
What
there.
was
I mean,
left?
just a little shred. And I jokingly said, let's see if we can get another one on it. Bomb it out there, and sure enough, another redfish. It was
Did you
pretty
say
cool.
you put a pinfish on a jig head?
Yes.
Is that where you run it up?
No, I hook him through the tail. And so the jig head's going to lay on the bottom, and he's going to try and work against that jig head.
Oh, nice.
So he'll kind of bring it up off the bottom, and then he comes back down, bring it up off the bottom.
That
and comes back.
disturbance from the jig head coming.
Yep,
That's a good
exactly.
idea.
It worked.
What size jig head?
I was using a 1/4 ounce Jim's jig. It doesn't really matter what color. I happen to have a pink one on, and
Very nice.
I liked the bigger pinfish for the jig head because they really fight against that jig head. I mean, you throw it out there, flip the bail, reel it 1 or 2 times just to get it tight, and then they're just like you said, you just feel them vibrating that
Yeah.
fishing rod.
Huh.
Bring it up 8-10 inches and then settle back down
Because
again.
we talked about mud minnows this past winter. That one, it was where
We hooked those through the
through the face.
face. I think a lot of that was structure based.
Yes.
Well, and also mud minnows aren't as strong as pinfish either.
Yeah.
So
You could have hooked see, it's funny though, when you're freelining a mud minnow or you're freelining a pinfish, you hook them in the tail. A lot of people do hook pinfish in the nose, but
well,
Just
I don't
on
mean to
a
interrupt you,
jig
but a
head.
lot of times why I hook those mud minnows through the nose in the wintertime when we're fishing on the mud boats, we're typically fishing a mud depression.
yeah.
You can cast it out there, and you can literally, with a live mud minnow, pop him up, and it's going to act pretty natural doing that. If you try and do that with him hooked in the tail, there's going to be a lot of drag on it, and it tends to catch seaweed and all kinds of junk.
Could be going backwards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of look funny.
Not looking a little natural.
That is the difference between cold water fishing and hot water fishing.
Yeah.
gotcha. Anything on trout?
Actually,
Just ran across them.
yeah, I've
Running
been
across
seeing
trout
them.
on the reef.
Yeah, coming in, and I think it's due to all the rain we've had has cooled that water down quite a bit, and so they're starting to feel comfortable moving in a little bit closer in.
I was surprised. I actually found probably about 8 trout in the past 2 days out there on the airboat. Just,
That's pretty cool.
Just drifting.
Yeah.
Sharks.
Holy,
A lot
Lots
of
of
sharks.
sharks.
Everywhere.
yeah, loads and
sure.
loads of them.
All inside the reef. Way inside.
Yeah.
Far
My
away
neck of the
from the
woods.
people in the water.
Scallopers.
And then also for the redfish, we caught about 50-50 due to live pinfish, and then I bought that fresh mullet from you guys. chunked it up, and I tried using the littler chunks. Man, you throw that thing out there, and there are so many pinfish out there. They would eat a chunk of mullet in like 10 seconds.
Oh, I believe
so
that.
I'm cutting chunks of mullet almost the size of my fist. Okay, and you throw it out there, and then I was using circle hooks for that because I'd let them run with it because it's such a big piece of bait. I'm really wanting them to eat it. But I mean, and they must have been some grande, some giant pinfish down there because a couple times I'm like, all right, I got one right here. Here's the rod, set the hook, or just start reeling, and it's just pinfish.
The mangoes.
Yeah.
The mangoes get
It's
them.
definitely been looking like glitter out there going across the grass flats.
Oh yeah, there's pinfish everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
Some kids on my scallop charter today, or this morning, or no, yesterday, I'm sorry, were messing with their dad. He's swimming around and they're throwing Doritos right next
that's
to him.
hilarious.
And
How all the
those
pinfish come up.
Oh my God. It took him like 15, 20, because this guy wouldn't go 5 feet from the boat.
Yeah.
And he's still getting the whole snorkeling thing down. These kids are having a blast, just tossing Cool Ranch Doritos. And
That's
it was
hilarious.
So funny.
I can't believe they get rid of Cool Ranch Doritos like that, though, man.
Yeah.
Heck, I might be in the water eating.
You see Zach coming up to the dab. Louie, have you heard anything offshore?
I heard the grouper fishing is still really, really good. Highly surprising for this time of year.
It's gotten mighty warm out there.
Is it because of red tide, you think, down south?
Maybe. I just don't think that the load of fish really moved offshore this year. We had a ton. I mean, grouper season was nuts for me in June. And we had so many fish, but by the end of it, they kind of moved out a little bit, moved down and south. But now it seems like they just haven't kept going.
Yeah.
They've stopped. I've almost thought about putting the Gulf Shore back in the water next month and starting to run those trips. Will I? Probably not. But
I have thought about it.
I've thought about it.
Scalloping. I love scalloping.
Oh, why not?
It's just,
great.
it sucks.
It's the time of year where we just want to relax.
You know what sucks about grouper fishing this time of year?
The storms.
Well, besides storms, if you go, let's say, 20, 30 miles offshore, and it is a bust, that is a hot 20, 30 miles offshore.
That is a fact.
And it's a
Doesn't
boring.
matter how
when you're over
fast
100
you
degrees
go.
out there. And
At 40 miles an hour in 100-degree weather,
It's hot air.
Still
Yeah,
hot.
it almost seems hotter
Oh my
when you're
gosh.
going fast. It's like the hotter air is just
get that
blasting
wind
you in the
burn.
face.
I know I ran some trips last year in like the beginning of August, and the fishing was good. It was okay, but God, the ride home, the ride out, the fishing in that just stagnant air in between thunderstorms was.
it's almost how I feel for this time of the year. If you're not actually getting in the water,
Yes.
it's almost miserable at the same time.
Yeah.
As enjoyable as fishing is, if you're not jumping in at some point in the day,
Man, I wouldn't even get in the water out there on the reef with all those sharks.
Yeah.
I only find like 6 or 8 of them in 10 minutes.
They're so scared.
Every 10 minutes.
Swimming.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to wrap this thing up. I think, hey, Sean, what kind of time are we at? Oh, hour, 10 minutes. All right, so we're going to wrap it up. Billy, real quick, where are you seeing redfish?
Redfish right now, they are in the outer islands and the mouths of most of the rivers. Today got to run at the higher of the tides, and if I was not up against the mangroves, I was not finding fish. At the dead low tides, you're going to find those fish every bit of 40 yards or so out from the mangroves. Like I had mentioned earlier, getting out there at the good half tides, I am seeing a few trout, not enough to be able to target for the afternoon, but you might hook into them as a bycatch. A lot of shark out there, and for the anglers, there is still a lot of really big pushes on finding back in like Game Creek, Mud Creek, Little Homosassa, Sam's Bayou area. Seeing some really nice fish back there. They're just not as plentiful for like stuff in a freezer. For the guys that want to go and play artificial, highly recommend going to play that in those darker waters.
I feel like you have a lot bigger, fatter fish
They
back there too.
look to be studs back
Yeah.
there.
Sweet. And you can get away from all the scallop traffic if you want.
That's it. You know, for the guys that want to go play artificial and actually take the challenge on of catching these fish, it's worth going to check those dark waters out.
Scalloping season is like a big relief to the fish out there as well, because so many people are going out and actually scalloping instead of fishing.
Yes.
You don't see as
This
near
year.
as many people fishing,
No.
on the points and stuff out there. It's pretty nice.
I agree. And also, I've got to say something before we get to the Reel of Fortune question. No, we do not have red tide.
Nope.
No.
All the
No.
dead fish you find at all the boat ramps are fillet and release.
Yeah.
Lay and release.
I love that. The other day, a lady pulled up and I sat her down in the seat and we were about to leave and she goes, "Oh my God, you have red tide." And I was like, I said, hold on, lady.
Notice they're all
Look,
flat.
look right there at that grunt. There's a perfect
mark out
we're
of it.
cut mark
The
down
good
it. In
stuff
case
is
he had
missing.
just cleaned that. I promise you, it's okay.
We do not have red tide. We've
will
never
not get
had
red
red tide, and we will not get red tide.
Do your research.
Yeah. Actually, we've been talking with the biologist that's going to come on the show and talk about that
That's
too.
gonna be
So
awesome.
Love
I'm,
to hear that.
I'm tired of doing. Brianna
explain it enough.
will tell you
Well, you
I'm
like
bad
to do
about
that.
getting in these Facebook arguments online, and that's always the one is people saying about red tide in Citrus County. It sucks. First of all, it sucks to have red tide anywhere. Like it's
Yeah,
terrible.
for the folks down
It
south of us.
It shuts down the economy. It just dilutes the
Just
the
kills
fishing.
everything.
Yeah, I mean, so it's a terrible thing to have, but we do not have it.
Nope.
And I think we're all very proud of our ecosystem
Oh,
reasons
man.
we don't have it. So, all right, here's the question for tonight. This is going to be a fun one. Brianna and Sean, are you guys ready to fill out the Wheel of Fortune? This is how it works. I'm going to ask a question, and you are going to have 14 opportunities to answer that question correctly.
Best way to like and share this before you.
Oh yeah,
answer.
and like and share. Actually,
Thank
hey
you.
Billy,
Gotta remember
can
that.
you grab that thing that's underneath of the chum basket there? I feel like that's a good giveaway.
I like that.
So
dude, that's an awesome giveaway.
I saw. We
the
met- we
first
talked to this
14
company
people
for
to
a while.
answer this question correctly is going to win
The Danko.
the Danko roll-up fillet knife kit. So you got all three
Maybe it's that way.
sizes: small,
Show 'em the
medium,
back, too.
large.
Yep.
You've
Got
got
the
the
bags.
bag. So if you answer this question correctly, you get added onto the Wheel of Fortune. Or if you're one of the first 14 people to answer correctly, you get added onto the Wheel of Fortune. Then when we spin the Wheel of Fortune, if it lands on your name, you just won a Danko fillet knife kit. So, all right, here's the question. I've been drinking it and playing it all night long, playing with it all night long.
Look at those.
Where is Gasolina? Where does it come from? Where is it manufactured? Where are they based out of? Gasolina, the beverage drink, where does it come from? So that's a question.
I think it's got all three
But
sizes, too.
you are really going to enjoy this quick commercial break. So while you're trying to figure that out,
country?
watch this. It's super funny. Then when we come back, we're going to see who just won this Danko.
What do you mean?
Danko.
Would you like us to say that loud?
Yeah.
Is it Zach and Louie? We're gonna check out what's going on at ICAST.
Would you like to say it?
Hey guys.
Yeah, sure.
Hey guys, it's Zach and Louie. We're gonna go check out what's going on at ICAST.
Three. Who's saying it? It's an excavator.
No, it's a
Excavator.
an excavator is a tractor.
It's an escalator.
Escalator. There we go. All right.
Here we go.
Big
Who's saying
words.
it?
Big words today.
Hey.
You try it.
Hey guys, it's Louie and Zach. We're gonna check on what's going on at ICAST this year.
You said it all wrong. Got to start it over again.
It was,
Tongue tied there.
it was decent though. Come back and do that.
What do you mean?
It was deep. Come back and do that.
What do you mean?
It was deep. Come back and do that.
What do you mean?
It was deep. No.
It was awful.
Decent. Come on. Three. Who's saying it?
Louie.
Okay.
Everybody look
From,
happy. You're
from
excited
Friday
to
Night
be
Fish
here.
Talk.
From Friday Night Fish Talk. There you go. That's perfect. That's gonna work great.
Come back and do that.
What do you mean?
It was deep.
Hey guys, it's Louie and Zach from Friday Night Fish Talk, and we're gonna check out what's going on at ICAST this year.
Perfect. Oh, that was
great.
What do you mean?
So we hey Sean, has one person answered? Who was the first?
Yeah.
Do we have a first person? Is that going to be a
I need to trim
for
my
100%
mustache. You can't
sure?
even see my
That's the first
lips.
person? Yeah. All right. So not a lot of people are figuring this one out. So we've went along enough. So the first person to answer it correctly just won a Danko fillet knife
Sweet.
kit. Ben Renfo.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you just won a Danko kit.
Make sure you share this. If you haven't, do it now.
So do me a favor, share, do us all a favor.
Yes.
Share. Do some more sharing.
Like it.
Yeah.
Those things are sweet.
So, I
like
mean,
it.
we're
Pretty
taking the
slick
time
set.
to go out there and find some new product to bring to our industry here in Citrus County. So the least you can do is maybe share and help us achieve those goals. So, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Guys, thank you for watching another episode of Friday Night Fish Talk. We'll be back this Friday, or this coming Friday, and then next Friday as well, and then the Friday after that. So,
I'm
all right.
excited.
See y'all. Tight lines. And
Catch on.
What
Have
do
a
you
good
mean?
week. Oh God.
What do you
Here we go.
mean? What?
I've started something.
Oh, yeah, you
What
did.
do you mean?
I'm going to get on my microphone out there tomorrow.
Oh my God.